There is a secret conversation happening, one that begins not with your voice, but with your hand, a dialogue between thought and paper that has, for centuries, been the hidden forge where ordinary minds become extraordinary. Welcome to the most underestimated tool in your English arsenal.
What if I told you that your path to eloquent, powerful English expression is not through more listening, more speaking, or more memorization, but through a deliberate, almost sacred act of writing? Not for an exam, not for an audience, but for an audience of one, your future self. I'm Puya.
And I'm Sahar. This is not a writing lesson. This is an excavation of the cognitive alchemy that occurs when you translate the nebulous cloud of thought into the deliberate architecture of a written sentence. Today, we explore the journaler's advantage, how private writing forges public fluency.
The neurological forge, why the pen is mightier than the passive brain. Let's begin with neurology. When you listen or read, you are primarily in reception mode. Neural pathways are being traced, but lightly. When you speak spontaneously, it's often governed by the procedural memory, fast, automatic, and prone to fossilized errors.
But when you write, slowly by hand, you activate a symphony of cognitive processes. The prefrontal cortex for planning and structure, the temporal lobe for vocabulary retrieval, the parietal lobe for spatial organization of letters and sentences, the limbic system for attaching emotion to meaning. You are not just writing a sentence, you are conducting a full-scale neurological orchestra. Each session is a targeted workout that builds cognitive muscle memory for the language.
This is the generation effect, proven by cognitive science. Information you generate yourself is remembered far more deeply than information you merely receive. Writing is active generation in its purest form.
Chapter 2: The Three Chambers of the Labyrinth, a practical framework. Your private journal is a laboratory. To avoid randomness, we structure our experiments. Enter the three chambers.
Chamber 1, the mirror. 5 minutes. This is pure, unedited reflection. Answer one prompt with total honesty, ignoring grammar. The prompt is always simple. What is true for me right now? I am tired of feeling stuck. I am proud that I understood that podcast. This chamber builds authentic voice and kills the inner critic.
Chamber 2, the forge. 10 minutes. Here, we take one raw sentence from Chamber 1 and forge it. Let's say you wrote, "I happy when I understand movie." Now, you labor over it. You search for a better word than happy. I feel a surge of gratification when I decipher a scene without subtitles. You play with structure. The moment a film's dialogue clarifies without aid, that is pure gratification. This is not about being correct, it's about engaging in lexical and syntactic warfare with your own limitations. You are smithing new tools.
Chamber 3, the echo. 5 minutes. Read what you forged aloud. Then close your eyes and speak for 1 minute on the same topic without reading. Let the new structures you built echo in your spontaneous speech. This chamber builds the bridge from deliberate writing to fluent speaking.
Chapter 3: Stylistic Theft, Apprenticing with the Masters. Your journal is also a gallery for stylistic theft. Each week, dissect one exquisite sentence from a writer you admire, not just for its meaning, but for its mechanics.
Analysis its rhythm, its use of conjunction, its juxtaposition. Then, in your forge chamber, write an imitation on a different topic. Language confuses every learner, and afterward, some are fluent in the confused places. You aren't copying ideas, you are reverse engineering genius.
We progress from simple sentences to compound complex, from active voice to passive for effect, from literal meaning to metaphorical flight. Your journal becomes a chronological map of your stylistic evolution.
Chapter 4. The Accretion of the Self. Journal as Linguistic Fossil Record. Over weeks, a miracle occurs. You are no longer just learning English, you are building a documented English-speaking self. This journal is the fossil record of that emerging identity. On difficult days, you can revisit Chamber 1 entries from 3 months prior and witness your own transformation, not just in accuracy, but in depth of thought and nuance of feeling. This is the ultimate antidote to demotivation.
This practice solves the great paradox. We are told to think in English, but how? By writing your thoughts in English, you are literally constructing the neural infrastructure to think in it. The private page becomes the training ground for the public persona.
Your invitation to the labyrinth.
Your call to action is tangible. It requires no subscription, no app, no teacher. It requires a notebook, a pen, and 7 minutes tonight.
Start with the 3 chambers. Commit to 20 minutes every other day for the next 30 days. That is only 10 hours total, a fraction of the time spent passively consuming content.
We invite you to share not your writing, but your process. In the comments, tell us, which of the 3 chambers feels most daunting? The mirror, the forge, or the echo? Let's demystify it together.
This is the practice that separates the perpetual learner from the sovereign speaker. It is quiet, it is demanding, and it is utterly transformative.
Write your way to fluency. Your voice is not found. It is built, word by word, sentence by sentence, page by page.